Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Tech Guild. Here we explore the latest and most exciting developments in the world of technology. Thank you for tuning in today. In this video, we will be discussing a very important and growing problem: electric vehicle hacking. As electric vehicles become more popular and widespread, they are also becoming more vulnerable to hacking attempts. We'll explore why this is a problem and what can be done to prevent it. So, if you're interested in the latest developments in electric vehicle technology and security, then stay tuned. The history of electric vehicles. Electric vehicles have been around for quite some time, with the first electric vehicle dating back to the 1830s. However, it wasn't until the late 1800s that they began to gain popularity, with the first electric taxi service appearing in New York City in 1897. In the early 1900s, electric vehicles were quite popular and were seen as a viable alternative to gasoline-powered cars. They were especially popular because they didn't require cranking to start, which was seen as easing out of a challenging task at the time. However, by the 1920s, the rise of gasoline-powered cars and the development of more advanced internal combustion engines led to a decline in the popularity of electric vehicles. Gasoline-powered cars were more powerful, had longer range, and were much cheaper to produce than electric vehicles. Fast forward to the 21st century, and electric vehicles are once again gaining popularity, with many automobile manufacturers investing heavily in research and development. Technological advancements have led to improved battery life, faster charging times, and increased range. Moreover, environmental concerns, such as air pollution and climate change, have led to a renewed interest in electric vehicles as a cleaner and more sustainable mode of transportation. The rising popularity and influence of electric vehicles. Electric vehicles, or EVs for short, are becoming increasingly popular. Over the last decade, the market for electric cars has grown at an unprecedented rate. This growth has been fueled by advancements in battery technology, increased infrastructure for charging stations, and a growing concern for the environment. One of the most significant benefits of electric vehicles is their reduced environmental impact. EVs produce zero emissions and are much cleaner than their gas-guzzling counterparts. This means that they not only help to reduce air pollution but also contribute to mitigating climate change. Another benefit of EVs is their lower operating costs. While electric vehicles may have a higher initial purchase price, they can save you money in the long run. Electric cars have fewer moving parts than traditional gasoline-powered cars, which means they require less maintenance. They also have lower fuel costs, as electricity is typically cheaper than gasoline. Furthermore, electric vehicles are transforming the automotive industry as a whole. They are spurring innovation and new technologies, such as self-driving cars and wireless charging. Electric vehicle hacking, definition and potential impact. EV hacking refers to the unauthorized access to the electronic systems of electric vehicles with the intention of exploiting vulnerabilities or causing harm. EVs rely heavily on computer systems and software to operate, from controlling the battery and motor to managing the vehicle's charging system. These systems are vulnerable to hacking, just like any other computer system. The impact of EV hacking can range from minor inconveniences, such as the theft of personal information, to serious safety concerns, such as disabling the vehicle's brakes or taking control of its steering. One of the most common types of EV hacking is known as carjacking. This involves gaining access to the vehicle's computer systems through a vulnerability and then taking control of the vehicle remotely. This type of attack is especially concerning as it can put drivers and passengers at risk of accidents or even harm. Another potential impact of EV hacking is the manipulation of charging systems. As more charging stations become available, hackers could potentially manipulate the charging process, causing damage to the vehicle's battery or even creating a fire hazard. Furthermore, EVs are often connected to the internet through infotainment systems and other features. This connectivity can provide hackers with access to personal data, such as location, driving habits, and contact information, leading to privacy concerns for drivers. EV hacking versus traditional car hacking. Unlike traditional cars that rely on a mechanical system to operate, EVs use software and electronics to control many of their functions. This makes them more vulnerable to cyberattacks, as hackers can gain access to the car's software and manipulate it to control its functions remotely. EV hacking can be divided into two categories: remote attacks and physical attacks. Remote attacks are carried out through the car's software, while physical attacks involve gaining access to the vehicle's hardware components. One of the primary differences between EV hacking and traditional car hacking is the presence of a battery pack in EVs. The battery pack is a critical component that powers the electric motor and provides power to the car's various systems. Hackers can target the battery pack to gain control of the vehicle or to cause damage. Another key difference is the presence of charging stations, which are unique to electric vehicles. Hackers can exploit vulnerabilities in the charging stations to access the car's software or to install malware on the car's onboard computer. Recent examples: electric vehicle hacking incidents are on the rise, and they can have serious consequences for both the vehicle owner and society at large. 1. Tesla Model S hacked remotely. In 2021, a security researcher managed to remotely hack into a Tesla Model S and take control of several systems, including the brakes, from over 12 miles away. While the researcher did not cause any accidents or injuries, the incident highlights the potential for malicious actors to cause harm. 2. Nissan Leaf hijacked. In 2016, a team of researchers was able to take control of a Nissan Leaf's heating and air conditioning systems and drain its battery from a remote location. The researchers also gained access to the vehicle's driving history and location data. While this hack did not cause any accidents, it shows the potential for hackers to gain access to sensitive information. 3. BMW i3 remotely unlocked. In 2015, a group of researchers were able to remotely unlock a BMW i3 electric vehicle and take control of its infotainment system. This vulnerability could allow hackers to steal personal information, as well as remotely control the vehicle. 4. Charging station attack. In 2017, researchers discovered a vulnerability in electric vehicle charging stations that could allow hackers to remotely take control of the station and cause a fire. While no incidents of charging station attacks have been reported, this vulnerability could have serious consequences for both electric vehicle owners and charging station operators. Types of EV hacks. While we have seen a bird's eye view of some EV hacking techniques before, let's see them in detail here. There are different types of EV hacks, including remote attacks, physical attacks, and network-based attacks. Remote attacks are those that can be executed from a remote location without physically accessing the vehicle. These attacks can be carried out through a range of methods, such as by exploiting vulnerabilities in the vehicle's software or using social engineering techniques to trick the owner into installing malware. Once a remote attacker gains access to an EV's systems, they can manipulate the vehicle's controls or steal sensitive data. Physical attacks, on the other hand, require the attacker to have physical access to the EV. For example, an attacker could break into the car and plug in a device to manipulate the vehicle's systems. Physical attacks can also involve tampering with the EV's sensors or other components to affect its behavior. Finally, network-based attacks target the communication systems that connect the EV to the internet or other networks. These attacks can involve intercepting data packets to obtain sensitive information or taking control of the vehicle's systems by exploiting vulnerabilities in the communication protocols. Motives behind hacking. EV hacking can have a variety of motives, just like any other form of hacking. One of the most common reasons behind electric vehicle hacking is financial gain. Hackers may seek to steal valuable information, such as credit card details, from the vehicle's systems or ransom the vehicle owner for money. Another motive for electric vehicle hacking could be political activism. Hackers with political motivations may try to target electric vehicles in an attempt to protest against the use of electric vehicles or to promote alternative modes of transportation. Personal vendettas can also be a motive for electric vehicle hacking. In some cases, a hacker may target a specific individual's electric vehicle as a form of retaliation or revenge. One example of a financial motive is the hacking of Tesla vehicles by a group of individuals who attempted to use the vehicle's computing power to mine cryptocurrency. This type of hacking can compromise the vehicle's systems and potentially put the driver and passengers at risk. Another example is ransomware attacks, where hackers demand payment in exchange for unlocking the vehicle's systems, which can leave the owner unable to use their vehicle until the ransom is paid. Personal vendettas can also motivate electric vehicle hacking, as seen in the case of a man who hacked into his ex-girlfriend's Nissan Leaf to track her movements and drain the vehicle's battery. This type of hacking can compromise the vehicle's systems and put the owner's safety at risk. Ways to mitigate EV hacking. EV manufacturers, regulators, and owners can take several steps to prevent or mitigate EV hacking incidents. Here are some suggestions. 1. Secure vehicle software. Electric vehicle manufacturers can work to ensure that the software in their vehicles is secure and free from vulnerabilities that could be exploited by hackers. This could involve using secure coding practices, regularly updating software, and performing security audits and testing. 2. Protect communication channels. EVs rely on communication channels to transmit data between the vehicle, charging stations, and other devices. EV manufacturers can use secure communication protocols to prevent hackers from intercepting or manipulating this data. They can also use encryption to protect sensitive data, such as GPS coordinates and driving patterns. 3. Implement access controls. EV manufacturers can use access controls to prevent unauthorized access to the vehicle's systems. This could include requiring passwords, using biometric authentication, and limiting access to certain features based on user permissions. 4. Stay up to date with security patches. EV manufacturers, regulators, and owners should stay up to date with the latest security patches and updates for their EV systems. This can help to ensure that known vulnerabilities are patched as soon as possible, reducing the risk of an attack. 5. Train drivers. EV owners can take steps to prevent hacking incidents by being vigilant and following good security practices. This could include avoiding public charging stations that have not been verified by the manufacturer, being cautious about downloading software updates from unverified sources, and reporting any suspicious behavior or incidents to the manufacturer or law enforcement. 6. Develop emergency response guidance. Regulators and emergency responders should develop emergency response guidance specific to electric vehicles to help prevent and mitigate hacking incidents. This could involve providing guidance on how to safely disconnect an EV's battery in the event of a security breach, and how to identify and respond to other potential safety risks associated with EVs. Conclusion. As electric vehicles become increasingly popular, so too does the threat of hacking incidents. Cybersecurity is a crucial aspect of the electric vehicle industry, and manufacturers, regulators, and owners must work together to prevent and mitigate these incidents. As we have seen in this video, electric vehicle hacking can result in serious consequences, including car theft, data breaches, and even accidents. If you are an electric vehicle owner, it is essential to take steps to protect your vehicle from hacking incidents. This includes keeping your software up to date, using strong passwords, and being cautious of public Wi-Fi networks. Additionally, if you suspect that your vehicle has been hacked, contact your vehicle manufacturer or a cybersecurity professional immediately. Together, we can work towards a safer and more secure electric vehicle future. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on technology advancements and discussions. Please do check our channel, as you might also like our other videos on related topics. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to continuing to bring you more great content from the Tech Guild channel.